The reason you have not heard Rise Up for the Club ever since the song existed is because Rise Up don't want to be for the club, y'all.
You know?
They have tried a million ways from Sunday.
And we'll rise.
Yeah, that's 100%. Like, maybe you mean, hey, that means it's good. That means it's good.
Could you imagine?
Exactly, 100%.
Could you imagine?
You know, because I'm like, the song says rise up. How you gonna bend over? How you gonna get low? How you gonna use the
rise
knees?
up,
Like,
throw that ass in a circle.
Hey!
Throw that ass in a circle. Rise up, circle. Rise up, circle. Rise up, circle. What's up? My house guest today is an Oscar nominee. She's a Golden Globe winner, a Grammy winner, BET Award winner. She is a phenomenal singer and songwriter and an incredible actress. She's my friend, Andra Day. Can't wait for this one. What's up, lady? Look at you looking all good. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the Amigo house. You know what time it is.
You're just so classy. I love this.
Listen, come on now. You know what time it is.
Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. I stay hungry.
Good. Okay, so we're gonna do tacos
I'm excited.
today.
You do know I'm like the most judgmental person when it comes to tacos.
Good.
I have zero
Tolerance
grace for anyone's tacos, right? Or their guacamole, or their whatever.
Because I know that you're a San
this all
Diego
free?
girl. What you mean, is it free?
Just free? For me, I can have?
You can eat it. You're not, is this all free?
I'm just kidding.
You're like, can we go in yet, or
All
what?
right, no, I'm kidding.
But like, I know that you are like Southern California born and
for sure,
raised.
yes.
And so you know your way around some tacos.
Yeah, I like a good taco, yes.
But I also know that you are a health queen. You don't play when it comes to things you put as you put the chip down. I wasn't gonna.
You're right. You are correct. Yes, right. that is right.
Me.
So go on. Right?
Chip in the mouth. Chip in the mouth.
Right,
but what I mean by that is I know that you are serious about how you fuel your body.
Yeah, for sure.
And at the different times, the different things that your body needs, really paying attention to your food.
Yes.
I know you love a green juice.
Yeah, I do love green juice.
When did the juicing for you start?
And I think it started probably years ago, around like the time that it started for everybody. You know what I mean? As it started
like
to
the
get popular.
wheatgrass shot in the grocery store.
And I'm also like, again, for me, everything is balance. A few years ago, I bought this Nama juicer that I love so much. Because let me tell you something. I did not know. Do you have it? Do you have it? Pull it out. While I eat this chip and this guac.
When I tell you the Nama juicer
it's so good.
will get you where you need to be.
And let me tell you why.
I juiced this morning.
I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. And you know why? Let me tell you. Not just because the juice is good, all the stuff is all too. When they said you can put the parts in the dishwasher, I said sold. I am sold.
When they told me you could put the whole thing
in the dishwasher.
Not just in the hopper.
Y'all.
I got the one you could put it and walk away.
Because if you don't know, juicers back in the day, no.
You scrub it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's like
they were so problematic.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to clean engine parts.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Trying to like, well, I guess we'll probably juice again in the next 6 months when this gets clean. It's real, right? I love that you said the Nama juicer. That is hilarious.
I love it so much.
I was literally juicing this morning with you in mind. I made this green juice. Now I do like a watermelon mint.
Yes, which is
with
so
a little
good.
bit
I
of
love
lime.
that.
I make a soda out of it.
Oh, I love that.
And so if you want to try that, I got that for you. But I also
want
made
to try
this.
all of them.
Yes?
Yes.
Bam, we'll do it.
Wait,
we'll do it.
What's this one?
But in the green juice, I've got Swiss chard.
Nice, okay.
I've got spinach, lemon, celery,
Nice, okay.
and apple.
Oh yeah, that's really good, especially celery for like anti-inflammatory
All
things
of this,
and all
like
that. Yeah,
I
I'm
could
so
drink
excited.
just celery juice. To be
Yeah,
honest.
so I can. I'm one of those people. You know, people are like, it's disgusting, and I'm
It's-
like,
I
but
like
your
it.
mind kind of jumps to like all the things it's doing. As soon as it goes in, it jumps to all the things it's doing for my
Yeah,
body. You know what I mean?
and
All
like
things
don't go
together.
nowhere for 35 minutes.
Yeah, that's actually accurate for sure. But that's a good thing. You want your body to do that.
Yeah, you wanna be somewhere you gonna be.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
For 45
be a little
minutes.
stationary. Be
yeah,
stationary.
because you're not
Just
gonna be
stay,
doing
right?
nothing on the run. Nothing. So what's in if you're making green juice, what's in your green juice?
So in my juice, I would definitely have kale all the time.
Yep.
Depending on how my stomach feels, I might put spinach in there as well too, but sometimes it's harder for my gut to process it.
Okay.
So I would definitely have kale in there. I would have lemon in there for sure. I would also have celery in there, so that was a good one.
I'm on so far, I'm on.
Right, yeah, exactly. I would also put apple in there.
I've got green apple.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
The only thing I didn't put in this one was ginger.
Yeah, I would put ginger in my juice as well too.
I
for
normally
sure.
would.
Typically I would. I also have a juice that I love to make that's just pomegranate and blueberry. That's it. Oh my God, it's so good for the skin.
That sounds good.
It's good for just like lubrication of just like the joints, hydration, everything, and also lubrication of the parts.
Message.
Always looking out for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Okay. No, so like,
my
right. No, my mama gonna be somewhere like. Actually, my mom gonna be somewhere like. What is she talking about?
Right.
What is right? Yeah.
Meanwhile, drinking the juice.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Exactly. This is my favorite. Oh no, she love that juice. But so I do make a blueberry pomegranate because pomegranate is good for so many different things. Even
true.
like the actual like peels of them. You can like boil them. You know what I'm saying? And dry
I'm
them
gonna
out.
tell you. What I learned, like when I got for real about like making a juice as opposed to like buying a juice in a store.
Yes.
Like if you're gonna make it at home, you can juice the whole fruit usually. So like the watermelon, it's the whole
The whole
watermelon.
thing, yeah. Same thing with kiwis too, as long as you
right?
get the fur and all the stuff off of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about a kiwi.
You can't do it?
I can't hold it. I can't hold
Wait,
it.
is it texture thing for you?
Yes, it's
Really?
like,
For real?
you're gonna think I'm full of shit.
Probably not.
But it feels like holding cold balls.
That's horrible.
Like testicles.
Nope, that's enough for me.
And
I
I just-
might not even eat a kiwi again after this. Yuck. Just yuck, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want that.
I don't want that. I don't
No,
want
that's very true. Yours is actually funnier. I have a thing about that. That's why I don't eat shrimp. Like shrimp, I don't know, grosses me out. It feels and tastes and like the texture is like, which is crazy.
No, you gotta finish the sentence.
Right, I will, but I want to be very clear. I've never actually eaten brain matter, but that is what shrimp, like, I've tried it so many times. You bite into it, and it just feels like I'm snapping through a cerebral cortex, and then there's the brain matter, and that is what a shrimp, that's what it is.
I'm with
and that's
you.
But I've never eaten brain, so yay. You know?
I have. And
my God.
I don't recommend it.
Oh my God, where? Oh,
There's
right.
a lot of people like, they eat this.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Like
Yes.
tacos, like brain tacos, that kind of thing.
I'm speaking more like human brain, but you're right, good point. You're like, a lot of people do. I was like, where the hell are they at? I'm avoiding them. I'm just kidding.
That sounds like they should be in jail. They eating the baby's brain.
Right, my God. Right. No, you're right, good point.
You know what I mean?
I don't
Like
know,
the-
it's something about that.
Like it's gotta be really cooked shrimp.
Yeah.
Like I almost want it to be.
I can do crab.
Overcooked.
I love crab. I can do crab. I love crab.
I can do crab, I can't do lobster.
I keep trying with the lobster because I keep trying to convince myself it's more like the
expensive.
crab and not the shrimp.
Exactly.
Right. Although I keep trying to convince myself it's expensive, and then I was like, this was slave food back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the other part. Like I ate it one time in this like garlic noodle with like lobster thing, and I was like, oh wait, this was okay.
Right.
And then I got ambitious, and then I went to just the regular old boiling crab with my cousin because it was her birthday.
Why'd I do this?
And then they were like, we sell a whole body of lobster. And I was like, oh, well, that's probably good.
Did they
'cause I
bring
just
it to
had
the
this little
table,
piece.
though?
They did.
See?
And so I don't know how to open lobster or do whatever. So I broke the body open, and all I see is the doo-doo and the nastiness and all this whatever. And I was like, close that hole right back.
Don't need
Left that to the
that.
side, right?
Don't need
I was
none of
like-
that.
So that ruined it for me.
Okay, I'm gonna make
Yay.
I'm gonna make you taste it first.
Taste it first? Okay.
Taste it first.
This is so good.
You like that?
This is so good.
So
Yes,
it's
I love
watermelon mint. Do you want to make a soda? I'm gonna make a soda.
it. Yeah, I want to try the soda.
Okay,
Yeah.
bet. There's literally soda water that comes out of the faucet.
Soda
Filtered,
water sound ghetto, but that's
cold.
funny. I like that. Okay, so soda water, filtered and
Okay, we'll do
cold.
this. Sparkling water
There you go.
comes out of the faucet.
There you go.
Chilled to the perfect temperature.
Okay. Oh,
Which
that
is a tap of
elevated.
a button. See them bubbles?
You're so Jersey.
You see them bubbles?
I love it. This nigga said, give my soda. You see
Give
them
my
bubbles?
soda.
Right. It's like I can't do it with the Coca-Cola no more, but I'm gonna do this.
Could have
juice
been a
with the
pop.
soda.
Could have been a pop.
I can't.
Okay, but I also want you to try the green juice.
Okay.
You
We
get
should
a-
like have a whole juicing night. You know what I mean?
You know that
we
I'm
did-
down. Don't
You know I did.
see, but here's the thing. I want you to know, like, you can't say that to me because we'll do it,
That's good.
and I'll be like on your head, like, hey,
Well, that's what I need.
we got the stuff.
That's what I need, because I'll flake. I'll be like, let's juice. Like, and unless you hit me and remind me, I'll be like, really?
What?
Like, yeah, 100%.
When?
You got to know yourself, okay?
To love yourself.
So if you like, I'll be on your head about it, I'm like, great, that's what I need. Cheers.
Cheers, indeed.
To health.
Oh,
This is so good. This
See?
is so rich.
there's something about celery when you put it in a juice. I'm gonna share this with you. Please do not judge me.
Okay. But
But
well,
like-
can I,
like, are
I
you-
might judge you. Is that
Don't
okay?
don't tell me.
Okay, got it.
Come on, Golden Globe.
Yeah, you're right. I
Winning
can act it
actress.
out. I can act it out.
Okay.
I was like, he's gonna see it in my eyes.
No. Dead the eyes.
All right, go.
Dead them. I used to drink like pickle juice from the jar? Like when you would get like
I
dill
don't judge
pickles?
you. I love dill pickles.
Right?
Yeah, I love
like
dill
that
pickles.
juice?
Yeah.
So like this
No, I
feels
don't judge
like you got some money and you drinking,
This is elevated pickle juice.
it's elevated pickle juice.
You know, the sweet savory combo.
You know what I'm saying? That's sweet and that's salty
Tell
that
me
you
the truth.
need.
Let me know. There's pickle juice in here?
I'm
He's trying to ease me in. He's trying to ease me in and be like, I used to love pickle juice.
Now you
What
do
you think,
too.
right?
Yeah.
But you do too
You
is
do
diabolical.
too.
But you do too is diabolical,
Another
bro.
one bites the dust.
Oh my gosh, this is a great way to start the day. I'm
Right?
sick of, I feel so bad. I'm sick of all these. Oh,
Tell them. Tell them.
I love
Say
all,
it.
I love
Safe
all the
place.
interviews.
Safe
Thank
place.
you. I love all the interviews.
Well, no, but think about it. Like
But why y'all don't have juice at these other interviews? Fun, exactly.
Okay, you had to pick one of your healthy practices. It's gotta go.
Has to leave?
Yep.
Oh.
What are some of the things that you? I know meditation is big with you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's yeah.
I know juicing is big with you.
Yeah.
What are some of your other practices?
But I'm inconsistent too, so that they can go on any given day.
You said no problem.
Matter of fact, all the motherfuckers go on a certain day. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends. You know, I wake up and pray and be like, "This is it. This is all the only practice we got today."
That's
like,
what I got.
I was like, people like every day you're on it. No. I still have ADHD, like proper. You know what I'm saying?
It's true though.
Yeah, so true. So like, but I put the mechanisms in place. So like when I tap in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I learned the difference, for me, when I was able to understand the difference between prayer and meditation, like those are the ones I can't do without.
I can't. Prayer and meditation, reading scripture, worship in the morning, like having that time to do that, or at the top of my day whenever that starts.
Right.
That has to stay. That absolutely. I realize I have no grounding and no semblance of my why if I don't have that.
If you
know
don't
what I'm
have
saying?
that,
And
yeah.
And not having a why in life, I feel like is kind of the most dangerous thing. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I do.
So I have to have that. What's the one that can go? The rest of them. Depend on the
Like
day.
anything else?
Not consistently forever. Wait, but like forever has to go?
Maybe. Maybe it can never. Maybe it can never do it again.
Okay, wait. And I don't always, but I try to mostly eat clean and mostly eat plant-based.
I don't know how you do it.
Well, I try to mostly do it. You know what I mean? So I'm not. That's just, I'm
I
not
mostly do it
consistent.
too, except for fish and beef, chicken. I
Feels like a
corn.
trick. Feels like a trick. Corn? That's gonna give you diverticulitis.
Yep, but you know. But
He said, "Yeah, but I like
But like
it." So-
diverticulitis, it almost sounds like like a good thing. You know
Oh,
what
it could
I mean?
be like a roller coaster.
Yeah, like ooh,
Yeah, like you're like,
diverticulitis.
oh.
You know what I mean? Ooh, diverticulitis.
Out of here.
Have
Why
y'all
did
tried
y'all
that? Y'all tried that diverticulitis yet? Have you had it?
Y'all never been on that ride before?
Yeah.
It's like,
You better rub some cream on it. You better rub some
Scott.
cream on it.
I'm not mad at that. It's like a roller coaster. You're
Yeah.
like, I don't know what my stomach's gonna do today. Might be crazy. You know, that's an adventure.
But
You're
it's
right, good point.
it's gonna be worse for you than it is for me.
He said, diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis. You dive right in. See?
Right.
I'm just saying, it writes itself.
Also, okay, the drinking water gotta do, drinking tea I gotta do, exercising I gotta do, but maybe I've tried the new thing, you know, of the grounding, you know what I'm saying? Like making sure that I like walk outside and like with my feet or like socks or a grounding shoe on the grass every day.
You have to win a Golden Globe in order to be like experience this. Like,
Might be. I ain't hear about it until after I won, so might be, you know what I'm saying? That new thing, you know what I mean?
Did you say grounding is when you what's the practice? What do you do?
So it's like our bodies need, it's supposed to help with like inflammation and a whole host of other things. But it's like our bodies need access to the electricity from the earth. So it's like people are telling you don't wear shoes that have rubber, you know, they have rubber soles. They have,
Right.
Because it disconnects you from the electricity of like the earth. I mean, the best place to ground is like the ocean, like water. But grass, you can actually still do it on cement. I think asphalt is a little bit different. You won't get
Right.
it from there. But so walking on, you know, dirt, on sand, on the grass, on like actually barefoot or with grounding shoes that don't have rubber on the bottom to help kind of just balance your body. You need the electricity from the earth. So supposedly that's a thing that I've started that I'm like, if I had to get rid of one thing, I'd probably get rid of that because I live in LA and the ground is dirty as hell.
I feel like there's a business opportunity in this for us.
Okay, I'm down.
So you're saying grounding shoes
It's a thing.
is a shoe without a bottom on it.
Basically, it's a sock, nigga.
When I tell you I'm about to put these socks in a bag, diverticulitis,
Just right.
and
just-
diverticulitis right
and
on
just
it.
right grounding on me. You know
Grounding.
what I'm saying? That's it. That's all you need.
Do you want to be grounded? Dive on in.
Right here. Oh, there you go.
Diverticulitis.
That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, do you want to win a Golden Globe? Dive on in.
Dive on it.
With the grounding shoe. Okay, so.
Ooh, we have tortillas.
Yes, we've got some tacos.
Are those gluten-free?
You know what I got you?
I'm serious about being balanced about it, not being a crazy, too regimented about it. Oh, I will take them. Thank you. I feel so safe. I feel so safe. Thank you.
Get you a friend that cares about your belly. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not quite, okay, we good. So the sell by date, we haven't passed it.
Wait, it's a knee jerk.
I panicked.
That's what happens when you raise in the hood. You always look at the sell by date.
Yeah,
You're just like,
because we was gonna push right past it. Look, we was gonna have to rip it off. You better eat that shit. It costs $13 for 4 tortillas. You gonna eat that shit.
Eat that.
Okay? Playing with me in my house.
Oh,
Did my mama just come through?
Why you sound like my dad? You gonna eat that shit.
You gonna eat that shit. You put some mayonnaise on that shit.
Are those carne asada fries? Nigga. Go crazy then.
Yes!
You know, I know we just
Hold
had
on,
that.
not with the Megan knees. You said, hold on, wait.
I know we just had that whole wellness conversation, but I'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
A part of wellness, y'all, is doing things that make you happy.
Doing things that make you happy. Okay, so we'll do the carne asada fries now.
You want me to grab something? You sure?
I'm very positive.
You know, I'm like a proactive guest. I have to help. I have to do things.
I get it, because that's how you get invited back. Now, I know that onions are a soft place for you. It's a no-go for me. The onion. It's like, so that guacamole has no onions in it.
It's very good guacamole.
See?
It is very good guacamole.
See?
I gotta hand it to him. And
now, I wish I could tell you that I made it, but our house mom, Carmen.
It's actually perfect. So a part of these things, technically there's this I did this food panel. You know, they test like 400 foods, they do your blood and everything like that.
Yeah.
All the things that like your gut's allergic to or that you have a sensitivity to and all stuff. Onions was on there.
See?
Ginger was on there. I said, throw that shit away and act like it never happened. Chickpeas, I was like, oh my God, my heart
All
was
the things
broken.
you like.
Even blueberries, I was like, nah.
You're like...
Typo. It was a typo. It was a typo. I got somebody else's report. And the name was spelled funny.
You know, this is Sandra Days. This is Sandra Days.
Yes, exactly.
That's not me.
That's not mine.
That's not me.
But
Away.
sorry for her, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's
She
hard.
can't even have no blueberries. Meanwhile, pomegranate blueberry smoothie. Growing up in San Diego, what is the most San Diego thing about you?
The most San Diego thing about me, I love Mexican food. Like, period. Anybody you ask, and we don't even say like Mexican food. We just call all of it's taco shop. That's literally what we call everything, taco shop. It don't matter if you're not getting tacos. It doesn't matter. Everything taco shop. You go to the taco shop. Taco shop. That's like, and it's actually a really specific San Diego, Tijuana, Mexico blend of food. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's not like fully Tijuana and it's not fully, like it's like a blend like that is San Diegan.
Yes.
And they're always open 24 hours. That's another San Diego thing about me. When I walk up to a Mexican food place and they're like, we're closed, I was like, what does that mean?
What do you mean? I'm here.
So many times here in LA when they're like, we're not open anymore. I was like, I don't understand those words. It's only 2 in the morning. What do you mean you're closed? What are you talking about?
That's when you gotta get somebody on the phone and be like, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I know you guys are closed, but I've got Golden Globe winner Andra Day. She's on her. We've got to get tacos for Andra.
I want so badly to be like, I would never do that. I have done that.
Shut up!
Like most people know me, like I'm very regular. I'm out the way. Like I stay that way all the time. Blah, blah, whatever. But I'm so greedy. I will, and most of the time people don't know me like that. I'm not like, you know, whatever. But if on the off chance that they do, and they're willing to give me that seat, and they're willing to give me that food, or they're willing to stay over later, food is where I will use it every
So that's the thing.
time.
It's
every
at the
time.
restaurant.
I'll be like, hi, yes. I'm tired of telling this all the time. I'm like, just tell them you got a celebrity client.
Then you in the background talking about rise up, here comes the day.
You know what? I never tried that. I will try it next time.
We'll rise up.
If they're being particularly difficult, I'll try that next time.
Heck yeah. Like y'all want a performance real quick?
No, right, exactly. They'll be like, who that? I'm like, okay, not that one. But you know what, the next one.
I will sing for this taco. This one right here.
I love food. Love, love, love food. The fact that
I'm about to be in San Diego talking about, hey, let's go taco shopping. Like, all right, you need to sit down.
I usually wear socks with all of my sandals and my flip-flops and house shoes everywhere.
See?
That's also
that's gonna be the upgrade of the grounding shoe.
100%.
You already been rocking it.
Right. I've been rocking the hood slipper. But now I have a grounding slipper.
It's a grounding.
You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. Now
that's
I get the electricity.
$135.99. When did you like really know singing for you was more than just like something you like to do,
that
you were like, oh, I'm good at this?
Rooms
are changing when I open my mouth like this?
Well, technically, it was just my mom and dad in that room at that time, but
Right?
but still changed, right?
Yeah.
No, but it was. I was 6 years old. That was like the first time like I was singing, and I was just singing Whitney Houston song, and my mom was like, "Oh wow, it kind of sounds like, you know what I mean? Like she sounds,
Like she's
similar."
actually doing
Yeah,
some
she's
things.
actually doing this stuff that is on like the record and on the. And then from there, I went to I was dancing actually for a really long time. I started dancing when I was really, really young. I was not that great in school. It was very hard for me to focus. Again, now knowing like, all right, ADHD.
Right.
And you talk about that too much.
They didn't, or immediately wanted to put you on on drugs that like altered your
Which
behavior
my mom didn't
or
want to do
personality.
that for any of her kids, you know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful. I'm probably use some of it now, but at the time, I'm grateful she didn't. But it wasn't as much acting at the time, even though I did musical theater. So when I was young, I was in what we call like drill team or a dance team at my elementary school, and it was a feeder school for this performing arts school in San Diego called San Diego School for Creative and Performing Arts.
So this is like the school on Fame.
Exactly.
But
that.
like on
it's
the West
exactly
Coast.
That. It's 100% that.
Like,
for
it's
sure.
intensive, constant,
Yeah.
creative
Yes, definitely.
opportunity.
Like I was in choral ensemble. They have like a women's ensemble, a choral ensemble group, and we were like national champions, like multiple years. You know what I mean? So it was like it was a thing.
You were on it, so like I get that.
Could
you imagine
They cheated to put me on anyway. Shout out Miss McKinney. I love you so much because she
She's
wrote
like-
for me.
she was like, "What we not
wrote for
about
me.
to do is lose.
She wrote for me because
Bring her over
I
here."
can't sight read. You know what I mean? Like you have to have a level of like knowing like certain sheet music and theory and all this
She
stuff.
gave you
and
the
sight
tape.
read. So she'd be like, "Okay, sing an A," and I'm just sing anything. She's like, "Boom, wrong every time." She's like, "You made it." Like not one note. And I got not one note right. But I was like, I can use my ears, I can hear. But so I started going to that school when I was in the 6th grade, like 11. And that's kind of like when I was introduced to more aspects of music that I loved even more. I've kind of been saturated in it my entire life. And
But there was never like a moment where you were like, you know what, y'all? I'm a be a doctor.
Oh no, for sure. But it was just so random because I have, again, ADHD. So I'd be like singing something and then be like, paleontology. Like my mom would be like, what? Like what?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there was
Like-
one time when I was just obsessed with dinosaurs. I was like, God, the Stegosaurus. I mean, it's an inspiring animal. You know what I mean? I like, what? You know, this is, I mean, bony plates on its back, and this is amazing. You know, I was like, Mom, I think I'm gonna be a paleontologist. She's like, hurry up, my dad, keep singing, baby, keep dancing, right? Yeah, they're like, get your head, yeah. Then I was like, a lawyer. They were like, that you could do. What's your argumentative? I was like, so I had these other ideas, but nothing I actually ever pursued seriously. You know what I'm saying?
More than
so,
music.
Yeah, like I played basketball for like a few weeks maybe, and then this one girl.
Do you who?
No, I'm terrible.
Oh.
But this one, I was a little girl. I was like in the 6th or 7th grade.
You're like, absolutely not.
And then this one girl dunked on me so bad, and I was like, I'm gonna go back to the ballet studio because I ain't like the way that felt. It was just
Like the disrespect.
The disrespect was crazy.
real. You were like, hold on, let me. But when I get you,
Because on the basketball court, I was like,
when I get you back over here, though.
Get that pot of beret. Get that. Now that's a bad pot of beret right there.
You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
I could not.
I saw Black Swan.
Then I was like about 16, and like I was singing in church, and I got with this group, a couple of friends of mine. We were called Intimate. We had a jingle. Intimate, intimate, intimate. Yeah, that was us.
I'm sorry.
Sparkle.
What?
So, and that
The
was
group
like,
was called Intimate?
Yes, exactly.
Did y'all
Yeah.
have like individual names? Were you like soft touch?
That is so inappropriate.
Intimate,
Right.
intimate.
He looked at me, he's like, your name was Intimate.
I mean-
You know what I mean, right?
Right.
No, we didn't.
Don't
We just had our
touch.
names. Right. The group should be called Don't Touch. But and then that's when I just realized I was like, I like writing music. I like recording music. I like, and I realized at one point I thought, well, I'm just gonna be a singer and other people will write it. And it was just at a period where it's like, that's not working anymore. That's not gonna
Really?
And then as I started writing music out of just obligation, I was like, I love writing. Like being able to pour out and being able to tell stories and to look around me and to gather information and to synthesize it. Like I liked being at the helm of it.
Do you remember one of your first songs you realized like, I'm good at this?
Yeah, I wrote a song called Is It Love, which does not sound like that I was really great at it. But I was maybe even like a little bit prior to Intimate, but I was very young. And is it love, 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 love that makes you feel this way? Is it love, 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 love that makes me, what did I say? That makes you wanna something stay. I can't even remember what the whole thing was.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah,
just tell you,
that
you're gonna need to put that out.
was- Yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, wait a minute, let's write that one together.
Yeah, you just wrote it.
So
I'll
that
be in the
was like-
background.
Yeah.
It is.
It is love. It
I'll be
is
like-
right.
Andy is. Andy is.
That makes you want to stay. I think that's what it was. But and it was so young writing that. You know what I mean? I didn't even necessarily have that experience, but I just knew I was like, this is what is good and what people like. And,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Monica would sing it.
Yeah, I knew it, that's 100%. You know.
True or false?
Okay.
Rise Up was not originally on the album.
That is true. I forgot about it. Honestly.
How the hell? How the hell?
I forgot.
Andra.
Let me drink this little soda water.
How the hell did you forget about Rise Up?
I totally did. You know why? So we walked into Warner Brothers with a finished record already. You know what I'm saying?
Which almost never happens.
Yeah. So it was like walking in, I was like, the record's done, blah, blah, blah. And then we signed to them. And then from then on, I feel like they were right, essentially. You know what I mean? They felt like we didn't have the hit. So they had me in a bunch of writing sessions for like, I signed to them in 2012. We didn't drop my record until 3 years later. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
So it was just like,
Can we get it
after
out?
a while, it was discouraging. It's just like, I wasn't even remembering half of the songs we did in all these sessions because it was like constantly doing sessions, constantly.
How many songs did you say you wrote?
I was definitely over 100 for sure. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I maybe in the ballpark of 150 something. We wrote a lot. Like I wrote a lot of songs. You know? Not everything finished, but you know what I mean?
Right.
And then it all kind of blurred together, you know?
Of course.
And so one day the label approaches me and was like, we want to play you a song. I always tell this story like this. They're like, we want to play you a song that we think you should use. And I was like, no. And they were like, you wrote it. And I was like, yes.
Well then play it.
Let me hear it. Let's listen to it. So they played it for me, and it did the thing that it seems to do every time, which is just suck the air out of the room. You know what I mean? It was very quiet, and I was like, and it was immediate for me. It wasn't kind of like, I wasn't like second guessing or anything like that. I was just like, okay, this song absolutely has to be on the record. And then from then on, they wanted to go and they're like, we're gonna have Tiesto remix it and do all the mix it or put a beat on it and all these stuff.
Yep.
So
we're gonna make it for the club.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally Rise Up for the Club. Wow, crazy. The reason you have not heard Rise Up for the Club ever since the song existed is because Rise Up don't want to be for the club, y'all.
You know?
They have tried a million ways from Sunday.
And we'll rise.
Yes, 100%. Like, maybe you mean, hey, that means it's good. That means it's good.
Could you imagine?
Exactly, 100%.
Could you imagine?
You know, because I'm like, the song says rise up. How you gonna bend over? How you gonna get low? How you gonna use the
rise
knees?
up,
Like,
throw that ass in a circle.
Hey.
Throw that ass in a circle. Rise up, circle. Rise up, circle. Rise up, circle. Rise. You know how they do it in the club?
Wait.
You know
Rise-
Tiesto got two versions of it right now.
Now
Must it on the beat.
Hey.
I'm telling you.
Bro,
Girl,
wait.
you might have to redo that one.
Hold on, you might be on
Hold on, where
something
my
because I
phone
ain't
at?
mind that little circle.
Let me
remix,
look.
right?
See? Let me get Mustard on the beat real quick. Somebody find me. Siri, call Mustard on the beat, please.
So, well, until this day, there was never a Rise Up Club remix, but then, of course, Scott enters the picture, and
I'm
now
just
we
saying.
have it.
Just saying. Pull up on me.
So that was basically like they tried to kind of put all the drums and and every single time it just did not work. You know what I mean? The song
Right.
was like, I am what I am who I am, and I have a reason, and this is what I'm gonna go
This
do.
is what's gonna be.
So we added it to the record, and then it kind of just like,
I mean,
it was a slow burn, but it took off. Like
it
for
was
sure.
a slow burn.
It was. I'm glad you remember that for sure.
It was because radio was like,
We don't know.
what do we do with this? And it was like, just keep playing it. That's what you do.
And and honestly, I think that was really one of the things where it really just became adopted. It was a groundswell, like kind of forced radio to play it even more. Like it was adopted. Again, it became the anthem of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes.
Like, it just, and
so many other movements.
so many other movements.
Like-
and even
like-
movements that I was like, oh, put it back.
Like, not that one.
Nope, sorry. No, that'll be a cease and desist, right?
Yeah. No.
Like, no.
Did you have, like, were there situations where you had to do
Yeah,
that?
there was one in particular. I will not say it on camera here, but I was just like, no, baby, we're not aligned. So I was just like, no, your
It
cause
will
is...
not be that.
No. You'll have to do something else, like stand up maybe, or, elevate. I don't know. But
it won't be Rise Up.
Won't be rising
It
up.
won't be Rise Up.
But yeah, so it just, and then there was a very slow burn, and it just, to me, it was a God thing. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people that song was a prayer from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Yes, I wrote it with Jendo Sevilla, but it's one of those things that, like, the stuff you can feel existed before you ever even got here. And you just got blessed enough to be selected to be the vessel. That's how I feel about that song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I do know what you mean.
Yeah, and it was just one of those
Like you just
things
get out of the way.
Yeah, because it was like, oh great, this is just supposed to exist at this time, in this moment for whatever, you know what I mean, is happening. And then everything with 2020 went down, and it sounds really bad, but I will say, I was like, okay, fortunately we donate to a lot of charities and do a lot of good work, because everybody's like, anytime a natural disaster or something crazy happens, streams go way up. And I was like, yes, I feel a way about that. I was like, oh God, oh my God. Yeah.
But it's true,
but
because people tap back into that energy to really like to
100%.
Reinforce what they need in order to move through these moments.
Yeah.
It's also not lost on me that like one of the songs you were singing when you were kind of initially kind of splashed onto this scene was Uprising. Do you know what I mean?
I love Muse.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that was one of the songs that got back to Stevie Wonder.
That was after Stevie had introduced me to the producer who did my first record. And then when we were thinking about promotional like ideas, you know, singing certain songs or seeing covers of certain songs on YouTube was one of the things, because we were doing it live in different shows, but he hadn't necessarily heard that. That was prior. So he heard these little recordings I was making in GarageBand. Just on like...
That you were making in GarageBand.
Yeah, that's just like, he just liked the fact that he was like, oh, some of these songs are only like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. He's like, did you do that? He was able to pick up that like, I would make them shorter, because a lot of like, they'd either be super long or super short, like jazz songs back in the day, you know what I mean? You kind of just tap in, you get a touch, and then you're out. And so I really like
replay
that.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's art.
Mm-hmm.
That's art that I've not. Next album will be a bunch of short songs. Don't worry, y'all.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I was just about to say, because Cassandra would take you.
Child.
When I tell you,
that's a novel. I need to learn how to write haikus.
No, you do not. No, you do not. We're ready for the 3-part box set.
The box set.
Diverticulitis, right on there.
Diverticulitis, everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
I do say I like trilogies and series, and you know what I'm saying, volumes of things. You know what I mean, like. But yes, sometimes you need a short little pop in there. You know what I mean?
No, I'm good with whatever, however you want to do it. I looked down, I said, this song is 6 minutes long.
I know, like Jesus. I looked down too and I said, this song is 6 minutes long. All right.
Yes, but I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. There's one in particular, Champagne Flutes.
Yeah, for sure.
I
was like, you know, it's either going to be the whole thing and the whole journey or not.
That's the one where you were like, I'm going to switch up the tempo.
Yes, for sure, yeah.
Man. I was like, switch up the tempo.
And I'm like, oh, Scott, listen, let's try. Now, listen.
I'm going to tell you.
got healthy practices. I know you got healthy practices.
Wait, these knees work.
There you go.
That album is crazy.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
It's crazy.
I feel like I was just very nervous because like I brought my band in to produce, you know what I mean? Because they're like,
it sounds like you're singing with the band.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. So like I'm producing more on this with them and with like a couple other producer friends of mine. So it's like, you know, it's a creative vision, and I wanted to get it out there, but I was nervous that I'm like, ugh. Because it's hard when it really is your baby like that. You're like, there's no excuse. I'm like, it's his fault. No, it's me. It was me. If I were to do a record now, like which I've actually started on new music already now, but like, yeah, I'm still in a creative mode. Like I can't help it. You know, you can't necessarily control these seasons. I mean, you could decide not to, but that is silly to me. So.
Right. You still got like 122 songs from the maybe just put some of that out.
Yeah. Just a little bit. They might just like screw me over and put them out when I die. You know what I mean? You know when they do that? Like, you know when you're just like, and they're like, here's all the music.
Here's Michael Jackson.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. Like, he didn't want you to hear that.
Did not want you to hear it.
So, but it would be a different sound, but I really wanted to finish and flesh out that season of my life, which is why I called it Cassandra, like, because that was the sound. That was the sound for whatever I was dealing with or going through or experiencing the highs and the lows. That was the sound for that.
I mean, it's fire.
Thank you so much.
And before we head outside for these tacos, I want to know, because you and I talked like almost every other week during the campaign.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Billie.
Literally, I saw you the most, for real.
Like for real. Like we were both in tears. Mm-hmm. I remember screening it and being like, I know everyone is telling you, and I know you're doing your best to not hear everybody. Mm-hmm. You need to hear it because you need to be ready. It's going to happen to you. And you were like, please stop. I have to do more today, please.
Now, please stop. What am I even doing here? Right?
I remember. I remember that. Like, and I remember when we aired the interview, my mom called me and she was like, I know that you have a way of connecting with people in interviews.
Yeah.
She was like, but what happened in that room, what happened between the two of you is special.
Yeah.
Stay in touch with her.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, Ma.
Because you're like actually my guy. You know what I'm saying, right?
It's real.
Like, yeah.
It's real.
Also, again, like, we were seeing each other all the time during that awards campaign and during Billie, but also a whole bunch during Rise Up, like the first record. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like, it's actually.
Well, that was the one my mom saw in particular.
And it's been really incredible to watch your ascent, you too. You know what I mean? Like every time I see something, I'm just like, are you Jamaican?
Damn near.
You work like one, that's
Shit.
for sure.
I was gonna say, by practice.
Literally, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're constantly just like grinding and doing new things and stretching yourself and innovating, and you're rewarded for it, and people love it. So I'm like, I just love seeing that. You know what I mean? Because I think about
our
like
timings were so similar.
Exactly.
Like
That's
when I
right.
started at Access, you were one of my first interviews.
That's crazy.
At Access. And when that song came out, it was like we kind of rose up together.
For
you
sure,
know what
we
I
were
mean?
in it for sure.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to know though, because you and I talked shortly after the Billie run had ended in this beautiful series of moments. I asked you, how will you say bye to her? How will you say goodbye to Billie? Like, what will you do to set her down to get back to you? And you were like, baby. And so when you went into, I don't know, because when you went in to create this album, you definitely still hear.
Oh, she's still. Oh yeah, because we started the album before Billie, and then it was like I had to put things down while doing Billie. And then after coming back from Billie, I was like still working on music in and out. So you hear there's like transformations in the music. Like
There's a couple runs.
Yeah.
There's a song in particular, you did a series of runs where I was like, I don't even know how this motherfucker is gonna be able to redo that.
She's not.
Like if she gets
She was just
on stage.
Picasso in the studio.
Yeah,
you know?
like how is she
we're
gonna be
do
like,
this, so we're gonna do.
Okay, I'm not gonna ever do that run again.
Right?
Like I'm just not.
I will literally warn people. I'm like, don't stop, don't sing it. Okay? Stop anticipating that. We're gonna do something else over here, right? With your little nose itself. No, like
thinking you know every damn thing.
100%, yeah. But then I'm also one of those people that I'm like, I gotta do it. You know what I mean? Like, so I have to figure it out or whatever. But I always tell people her DNA is absolutely on this record. You know, it was impossible. This is not. We started working on this record at the beginning of 2017. Started the auditioning process with Lee after I met him at the end of 2017. And for me, it's my first acting role ever. So I'm like, that's not a character and a role and an endeavor that I can just slip out of, and then when they need me for ADR or a pickup shoot, I'll pop right back into. I was like, I gotta just live as her. And then we didn't drop it until the end of February in 21. You know what I mean? So that's like 3.5, 4 years, whatever, of being a different person. So there's no way her DNA is not gonna make it, onto the record. But as far as shedding her, I mean, even from that last conversation that we had, that at a certain point felt like an impossible thing to do. Like I was just like, this is never gonna go away. You know what I mean? Like
it's like Elvis for Austin Butler.
Yeah, no, I'm serious.
That man's voice is forever changed.
Or Billie for Diana Ross. You know what I mean? Like she even said, like once she gets her hooks in you, like it's. And I didn't have any frame of reference. You know what I mean? It was my first time doing it, so it was like I didn't know there was therapists to help you, come out of a character or whatever.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
I don't know. I think they just change you, and like anything in life changes you. Or when you get married, it will change you. It's a life-altering event. You have a child, it's a life-altering event.
Right.
You meet somebody who impacts you so much. It's life-altering. Every day we're changing. So I just got to the point where I was like, it's silly of me to try to figure out how to get back to myself. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, my center, for me, I would say is God, is Christ, is whoever it is for other people. And then it allowed me to be grateful for the ways in which Billie did change me. And like I was able to accept the fact that I did this role and I encountered this woman because this is preparing me for this new season of my life. Like,
when I tell you she really did set you up.
She did.
She set you up. Because this new one that you got?
Oh my God, Miss Ebony Jax. Oh, I can't wait for y'all to meet her.
Oh.
Give her a minute. In the beginning, you might be like, I can't stand it.
Give her a minute.
Just give her a second. Stay with her for a few minutes, y'all, okay? You're going to love her by the end, I promise. Ebony. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Come on. Okay, we're going to do these tacos and get outside.
Okay.
Okay,
Woo!
It's taco time. Okay, so we've got chicken, we've got al pastor, we have chicken, and we also have, we have steak and we have shrimp.
Okay.
Now for you, what's the go-to meat in a taco?
Well,
when
I
you
mean,
taco shop?
If I'm doing like classic San Diego, then you doing carne asada.
Carne asada?
Yeah, for sure.
You
Yeah.
see?
That's how you have to do it.
That's how you have to.
It confuses me too when people like steak tacos. I'm like, what is a steak taco?
Like, is that the same as a carne?
It means I don't want to hear all of that. It's a carne asada taco.
I don't want to hear all of that.
So,
now, what kind of toppings do you put on yours?
well, there's the go-to toppings. So really, you're only supposed to have like cilantro, onion, that
Okay.
mix, and you're supposed to have guacamole.
Yep.
And they do it fast too. They press the tortilla, boom, right there, and they take the meat is fresh. They pull it off. That's why I tell
Exactly.
people at taco shops, I was like, if they brought it out of a bucket, that ain't right. They take the piece of carne asada, and they with the machete,
Right.
fast too.
You
And then
said
you
if
put
they
the,
take it out of a bucket.
it ain't the same. No, don't Chipotle me. I ain't playing, right?
Now, do you do shrimp? Do you do pastor? Do you do?
Well, I don't do pastor now, but.
No pork.
No, yeah.
No swine. I'll take the swine then.
You put that taco there because you was hoping I would
Yeah.
say that. Nigga put one taco in there talking about, I'll do it for
Oh,
you.
so you
right?
don't like these? Cool.
This is so exciting. My goodness gracious. I didn't know I was going to get a full lunch when I got here.
Yeah, we ain't playing.
My
We're not
goodness. I like that. Sorry. He's
Shoot.
looking at me. He's like, how much squawk are you going to
And I was
eat?
like, I just want to.
And so
I just want
what
some
I would say,
ice.
so when we were working on this project,
You
anything can be a taco, y'all, by the way.
You're not wrong.
I'm for it. I'm for the fusion.
I made a breakfast taco with a waffle. The waffle was the tortilla, the tortilla with a waffle. It was like a McGriddle.
But I'm not mad. And
but
I love a
from
good breakfast
south
taco.
of the border. You know what I'm saying?
Or like dessert tacos. You ever go to the ice cream truck back in the day and they had the Choco Taco? You remember that?
Okay, no, that's a new one. I don't know about it.
That was like the filet mignon of like, you know what I'm saying? That was like of the ice cream truck. You know, they had like the regular, like if you was broke, you had to get the 25-cent big stick. That's
right.
what I usually got.
Same. And you don't drop it.
But if you had money, you could get, at first it was $1.50, then it was $2. You could get the $1.50 or the $2 Choco Taco.
Man.
You remember that?
Look.
Wherever
So-
we post this, somebody put in the comment section if you remember the Choco Taco.
Right?
That was like the Bentley of ice cream truck treats. Yeah.
See,
that
we
was
had
that.
we had the one with it was the dip cone with the chocolate nuts with the nuts on it, like little pecans or
Everybody
walnuts on the
has
wrap.
that.
This motherfucker just said everybody has it. I just tried to tell you what my childhood was.
You should have never.
She's like,
gotten-
that's not special.
You should have. That's just a regular nut cone. Right?
That's a regular. Literally everybody has that.
That's a dip cone, guys.
You know what we had that nobody had? We were like,
okay.
gonna tell him?
Do it. That's literally what I said.
we're gonna tell him. You have to tell me because you and I have talked about this a little bit, but I actually never fully got the whole story of how Lee got tape of you or convinced you to. Because you talk about your first thing in acting, your first project, your first role
Yeah.
is Billie Holiday in a feature.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know, I mean,
I don't think it hit me that it was like, this is insane. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, probably a good thing though.
I think so, because I think if I was super aware, I probably would have self-sabotaged. I tried to self-sabotage anyway, my way out of it. Yeah, I tried to get out of it. Oh my God, let me tell you something. My prayers were so specific. My prayers have never been so specific than in that moment. I was like, dear God,
Influenza.
dear Heavenly Father, I know that you do not want me to do this movie. Okay, thank you, amen. And it was like, but the prayer ended. Not listening, not meditating, nothing. I was
Right.
like, done. I'll say no. Like, it came about because his managers and my managers at the time, as the movie was like sort of circling around, they were telling him, oh, you gotta look at Andra Day. And then they were telling me, oh yeah, they wanna consider you for this role. You really gotta look at this. We think everybody's like, you'd be perfect for this role. I'm like, the hell are y'all talking about?
Right.
Like, I've never acted, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did some musical theater in middle school and high school, that's it. Like, then they were like, well, he wants to meet with you, all this stuff. And he didn't want to use me either, because he was like, why are we not using an actress? Like, why are, you know what I mean?
For this.
Why are you guys making me do this?
Right.
So anyway, they was like, okay, he wants to meet you. We think you guys should meet, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, I'm gonna meet him, because at the end of the day, I thought, listen, it's Lee Daniels. He's amazing. He's a legend. Like, I should just meet with him anyway.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna do the movie, but they might want music for it. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, let me just meet with him. I'm sure it'll be a good opportunity. Prayed about it, went in. And we just literally fell in love. Like, he is just like, Lee is funny. Lee is a key, like, for real. Like, so
He is.
he's like, I'm a super huge fan of Billie Holiday. So like, My actual last name is Beatty. I just took Day from, I cut my name in half and then I took the Day from Billie Holiday. So I've been loving her since I was 11 years old. And I think that was a big thing for me. It was like, I didn't want to mess the role up or mess up, be some like blot in her legacy, you know? And so,
whoa.
And I knew about her fighting. I knew about the government taking her down, the early war on drugs. I knew about that because I was such a big fan of hers. So when we sat there, he shows me this story by Johann Hari, this article that was written called Chasing the Scream. And he was so inspired by Lady Sings the Blues, but then he was blindsided because he said, I had no idea that she was singing this Strange Fruit song that she was fighting for to end racial terror in America, lynching. You know, I had no idea that she's like a product of this, you know, because of her father.
Right.
He really, truly has a genuine desire for Black women to be seen in movies and to be fully realized characters. And I think the world is such a sensational place that people don't spend so much time on nuance, which they don't understand how important a person like him is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I mean, a lot of people do, but some people may not. You know what I mean? They miss it. And you don't understand that, like, that's not an easy thing. That's not an easy feat. You know what I mean? Like, and so he really does that for us. And so that his big thing was, I love Lady Sings the Blues. I'm such a huge fan. I want to do this, but I want to vindicate Billie Holiday's legacy. Like, I want them to know that she is like the godmother of the neo-civil rights movement. And so hearing that was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I was super excited, but still even in the moment, I was like, I can't wait for you and the actress you find to do this.
Yeah. But I got 5 songs.
Like, exactly. But now, so for the music, for the movie and whatever, he's like, and he told me too, he was like, I really didn't want to do this with you or meet with you either. You know, like, we were very clear and honest with each other.
Right.
So anyway, by the end of it, we loved what, you know, I loved the direction he was going in. He was curious, and so he was like, let me introduce you to Tasha Smith, who was my acting coach, who is a beast of a director, acting coach, all things.
And she and her sister are incredible at what they do.
They're amazing. He tells me, he's like, all right, just meet with her, do a couple of sessions for the audition, let's see how it goes. And so I was like, oh my God, okay, here we go. Like, so I meet with her, and I felt bad, because I know that first day, she was probably looking at me like, this is hopeless, right? Because I was like, oh.
She's like, Lee.
Yeah, hey.
You sure?
You're focused on her, right? Like, no.
Right.
The truth of the matter is, the entire time Tasha saw something in me that I never saw in myself. You know what I'm saying? And that
it helps you realize it as your
It is an invaluable quality. Like, I will owe a debt of gratitude to her and Lee for my entire life.
Right.
While we were working, she took a little clip of like a scene that I was running through and something we were working on. And because she had gotten me to this really emotional place, and so she sends the clip to Lee, and Lee, the way he describes it, he said it was like I saw God. He was like, it just was like very clear, and I listened to the spirit and was like, it's her, like she has to be, you know. So I got the role, and that's really how it all happened. You know what I mean?
It's unreal, and I love to hear that, like, the process for you was a process for you, that it wasn't as simple as like this role was written, and it was like, oh, of course, it's Andra Day.
Right.
But, and that you were like, you know, I'm definitely not doing that. But the music.
Right, 100%.
And that it worked out the way that it did, because it does reveal the real, like, the divinity.
Yeah, and,
you know
which actually, speaking to that, that was ultimately the thing that made me say yes. Because he was like, yes, da-da-da. And I still was like, no.
Right.
No. But I prayed about it, and I took time this time praying about it instead of being like, no movie God, amen, got it. Like, you know,
I agree, no movie God.
I was like, let me do what I usually do, which is actually spend time praying and then actually reading and listening and meditating and spending time.
Right.
And the scripture that popped up that day that was not looking for it was about like Peter walking on the water. You know what I mean? And that was like the clear, like, reading next to it was like, I'm gonna cause you to do an act of great faith. And I was like, no.
Right, trust.
I just wanna do regular ones. I was like,
the ones where like, we know how it's gonna turn out.
The ones where someone tells me something and I'm like, okay, I'll pray for you. You know what I mean? That one. I just wanna do that. Like, so, no, and I was, and so that's really what made me be like, yes, you know what I'm saying? And so, like,
I'm so glad you did.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so glad you did, because it's also very clear that the bug has bit.
Yeah, it has, for
that
sure.
That you were like, you were an actor.
I didn't know if it would either, because after Billie, I was like, why do these people put themselves through this? Because this is a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
It is a lot, but you're ready. You're equipped. You and Lee back together again for this new film. How did he pitch it to you? What did he say to you? What was the conversation?
I don't know. Lee is funny, man. When you say, how did he bring it up? He bring it up to me the way he brings up everything else. He was like, bitch, I have this idea, okay? I'm I'll be like, all right, what we talking about?
Right?
And he knows me because I trust him so much. Like, you can't do that work with a person and see their skill and their passion and what they put into their movie, what they put into you. So for me, with Lee, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If he's excited about it, I'm excited about it. And that is that's the kinship that we have.
So then when did he tell you that also along for this ride was gonna be Aunjanue
That was
Ellis,
crazy. That wasn't until later.
Monique, the return of Monique on film.
Legend, yes.
And Glenn
Yeah.
motherfucking Close.
Exactly. So
and not like just any Glenn Close.
Oh my God.
I'm talking like,
I can't wait. Exactly. That's why I was like, her like, and I will tell you
Like-
this. And seeing Monique on the other side. Like, now she's the social worker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, I love this. Seeing Aunjanue. I gotta tell you, I didn't know until later that like all of them, I think the first person that was attached to it after me was Glenn. You know what I mean? But that was still a while after. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, it was not lost on me that Lee is willing to trust me in a production with these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, these are legendary talents in this business. You know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes you can get in a room with people who've been doing something for so long and they're veterans and they don't care. You know what I mean? It's kind of, and it happens. It really does happen. Sometimes people just get fatigued, whatever.
right.
That's not the case here. I'm like on set with these women whose gifts are equal to their work ethic. Like, their humility is equal to their work ethic. Same thing with Glenn. Like, to watch this legend go into every scene with a humility and a hunger to get it right. Like, to have a genuine fear of like, hey, I need to make sure I do this right. I want to make sure I'm representing properly. She could easily walk in there and be like, I'm Glenn Close, I got it. Everything I do, record it, and you know.
And we would have been like, cool.
And we would have been like, great, we love that.
Yep.
So to watch them walk in and for everybody to have the skill that they have, the gifts that they have, and to have the drive and the humility and the hunger was crazy.
I got to see a little bit early.
Did you really? I haven't seen. I've only seen like little things for whatever, but I'm too scared.
We were at American Black Film Festival in Miami.
Yeah.
They played that clip. All you hear is Monique's voice, and I was like, uh-oh.
Oh, child.
It's about to, uh-oh. And then y'all went back and forth for a little bit, and they did a flash of Aunjanue in the car outside, and then there was a quick zoom pan. We only got like 22.2 seconds.
Damn, that's it.
of Glenn Close. I stood up. I was like, hold up.
That's all you needed. That's all you needed.
Hold up. Was that Glenn motherfucking Close?
Because the nails was nailing.
I mean,
right.
I don't even think she had any gum.
She was so.
I don't even think that was her subtext.
Came from the soul. That came from the soul.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
cannot wait for people to see
Yeah.
more and more of this. What are you hoping that people in this story, in this telling, are getting from it?
I'm clear about that, and Lee's very clear about that as well too. You know, for me, this was another prayerful thing, and I am a very spiritual person, and that matters to me. That leads everything that I do.
Yeah.
So ultimately, what I want people to see is I want them to encounter God. I want them to encounter love. You know what I'm saying? The love of God, because I feel like there's a lot of real pain and a lot of judgment and a lot of like bitterness and unforgiveness and hatred in the world right now.
Yeah.
And so I want them to see that like nobody is ever too hurt, too broken, too far. Like, I really want them, because I love that about her story. It's like the amount of pain this woman has in her life trying to get things together. It can make you feel impossible. It can make it feel impossible sometimes, but it's not. Like, you know what I mean? And so that's the main thing. I want people to encounter God's love, and I want them also to believe Black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, it's really interesting because the movie is based off of a true story, which is crazy when you think about it, right? Because it is definitely a thriller. It's definitely, and it deals with demons and haunting and all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, this is a woman who's doing the best she can and trying to be the best mom that she can be. And her kids happen to be possessed by demons, which I could see why somebody would be like, is that really the case? Or do we need to, you know, investigate?
Right.
So I love the speculation that's there. But ultimately, the overarching message is that too often in life and too many scenarios, even with their own kids, Black women are not believed. You know what I mean? And why is that? Like, what has sort of society and culture nurtured, you know what I mean, that has allowed us to say that we don't even listen to you or consider, you know what I mean, your perspective or your opinion or your information and your fact, you know,
Right.
And so, and then also just sort of generational traumas and pains, you know, that those things, it is possible to overcome. Because while Alberta and Ebony, you know, that's my mother's name, while our characters, they have a tumultuous relationship, there is a grounded underlying love there, and there is an undying commitment to each other. It's funny, this is what the cast says. We always are like, it's a Lee Daniels movie. Like, that's the way I describe it.
Baby, baby.
Period.
The Deliverance is going to turn Netflix upside down.
I'm so excited. We did all the crazy stuff on set, child. Like, throwing myself across the room and like, oh, Lord.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but it's just like you said, there's people you do it for.
Were there ever moments where you were like, okay, now, Lee, I think we got it. Now, okay, how many times you want me to do it from upside down now?
I think it's the other way around, where Lee is just like, Andra, we got it. No, stop hitting your head on the thing. We don't need that shit anymore. Like, there was only.
You're like, no, I want to make sure you got it.
I think there was only one time, for the first time in this movie, that I was like, when I had to keep banging my head against the ground, I was like, you guys, I realized there's a pad here, but it's only this thick.
Right? I'm dizzy.
The noggin is twisted. I was like, I got a headache. Do we have to go again?
I need a stunt head.
You guys can't comp that together? It was actually so funny. On one of the scenes in the movie, when I'm trying to put out the fire, it was a faulty thing on the fire extinguisher, so they were helping me. I don't know if I'm even supposed to say this.
You can say it.
But I'm gonna. But
Look, you can say it.
Yeah. Right, not the T. You can say it though.
Yeah. Hold up.
Right,
Put my phone in.
right now. Hold up.
Hold up. We live right now on Instagram.
Exactly. So, no, there was one scene where we were, I was putting the fire out. Like, you know, the possession was happening, and they had to teach me on set, like, how to use the fire extinguisher, you know, specifically. And so there was a faulty head apparently on the fire extinguisher.
Oh, Lord.
So when we let it rip, the top snapped off and it flew back and actually hit me in the eye. And the funny part is I really tried to keep going. I was like, oh, I got it. And I was like, nope, I'm going, bye. I was like, oop. The funny part is, Lee, listen, and I'm the same way. I'm like, if it's good, keep it.
If I turn on this movie.
So Lee, go help her. Circle that.
No.
But let me tell you something.
Andra?
I said, do not let that shit be in vain. We better got something we need in here. Like, I need it. So as soon as he's like, that actually looked amazing, I was like, yes. Amazing.
I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm about to go play, I'm gonna freeze frame it, and I'm gonna send it to you. Yes. I'm like, is this the one? Is this the one?
It will be the one. I bet you it will be that take. I bet you it'll be that take.
Oh, I love
he is
it.
so funny. But when you work with a director that like prioritizes the story and the work and his actors,
yes.
child,
I mean, it's
full trust. Full trust.
It's everything. Mm-hmm. It's everything. And you've got another one coming out pretty soon.
Yes.
Exhibiting Forgiveness.
Yes.
So you're like an actress now.
Apparently.
Like that's what you do.
Very deep, you know, indie. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. Because I know we talked about it before. It was like that was not never necessarily the plan.
Yeah, no, it was.
But like, does it feel like now like this was the path all along in so many ways?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, I don't think anything happens by accident. You know what I mean? I think everything is intentional, even if it's just a lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at one point I thought, I'll probably retire from this after the first one, because it's a little crazy a lot.
Right.
But then I realized I'm like hearing all these stories, and I'm like about roles for just people of color, for Black women, for just different, more marginalized people, right? You know what I mean? And so if you want to see that, then you need to be that, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, are you writing?
Yeah, I started
screenplays?
I am. I actually will be. I'm co-writing some stuff and then producing some stuff. And
Let's
whatever.
go.
So, and I realized, I was like, you know what? Like, why not? I have a village, and I have a village that loves me, and I have a village who I love and trust.
Right.
And they're very clear. I love this village because if they're into it, they're into it. If they're not, they're not. There's no gray area, and I love that. Very excited about Exhibiting Forgiveness. Like that movie, I will tell you, I was a huge fan of Titus. Titus Kaphar is the name of the director of that movie. And so this is his first directorial debut, all the stuff, and it's just like blowing people. Yeah. When I think about him, the word visionary is the only thing that comes to mind. And it's clear to me that whatever Titus puts his hands on will be great, because everything he does is with intention and it is inspired. You know what I mean? So he was doing this movie. It is loosely based off of his life, and he was trying to reconcile the relationship with his father, you know. And I remember seeing his name on the front of the script, and I agreed to it before I even read the script, because I was like, I love his art. And I was like, oh no, I hope the words inside this are good. No, I agreed already.
Right.
And so,
but did they pay right?
Right, exactly. I was like, what are the other details? Oh,
yeah.
God.
Okay.
Here I am. Hey.
Hey.
Right?
Hi. No.
Hi. But I read the script, and it was phenomenal. I was like, I had already worked with Aunjanue, which was amazing, because she was a bucket list. And so I got to work with her again.
Come on.
I got to work with John Jelks, who I was not familiar with before this. And then I go look up his work. I'm like, oh, this man is incredible. He comes from theater.
Yeah.
He is phenomenal. And then my bucket list, one of my bucket lists was Andre Holland, because like, that's everybody's bucket list.
I
Like
mean-
I would tell people, he's your favorite actor's favorite actor. Like,
Exactly.
That's that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and working with him was like even better than I thought it would be. You know what I mean?
I cannot
I'm
wait.
so excited. I'm excited about both of these, y'all.
Hey, let me
I'm
tell you
really,
something.
like-
You got that touch.
Cheers.
You
Ting.
got that ting.
Ting.
Listen, and on that note, I've got this game. I want to play with you.
Let's do it.
If you down.
I'm always down.
Okay, it's called Soundtrack Spinoff.
Here we go. Watch me botch this, y'all, because I don't know nothing to nothing.
All right, so let's do it. We refresh this drink.
You see I got my last little bites in?
Not you.
Oh, okay. I'll leave it.
Cause you don't put that stuff down.
All right. At least let me get my drink. Okay.
I'm so excited that you are in a mode to play because we have a game.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, but you won a Grammy.
I found it out that morning. That was so cool.
That's
They walked in my
nuts.
house.
That's fucking.
You know you want a Grammy? I said, my God, that's amazing.
On Grammy Day. Who would
would've
have known?
guessed it?
Do I still put the dress on?
Not at the awards, in my house. Talking about, well, how they doing over there? Well, that's good. My team was so mad. They was like, this girl, why did y'all give her a Grammy while she's sitting out of the house? She might never show up again.
Might not.
I ain't
She's
coming
not
outside.
coming. She's not on the way.
I hate coming outside.
I figured we'd play a little game of soundtrack Spinoff. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna roll or flip our little spinner.
Okay.
You're gonna land on a color.
Okay.
And then you'll pick up
I like
one of
purple.
these cards. Well, you can't just pick one.
I want purple.
You gotta roll, you gotta spin it and see if you land on purple. So then you pick
Okay.
one of these cards.
Okay.
And then you're gonna be given a cue, a song.
Okay.
Right? I'll perform the song. You guess what the movie is.
Oh, okay.
That it's from. I'm assuming.
You know I play dirty.
Ah, I
I'm
knew
not
it.
play fair.
I knew it. Same. Same.
I'm just gonna sing the lyrics to anything. Melody all wrong, everything. I'm like, got it wrong.
Right. I can go twice as high. Like, that's not in the movie.
That's not, never heard that.
Once we get through that, you can get a bonus point,
Okay.
maybe or even redemption if you don't get it, by figuring out one of the clues that correspond to your color.
Okay, got it.
Okay?
Oh, it's giving
Okay,
prices
blue.
right.
Mother.
The Pope. Okay.
Okay, here we go. You're here. There's nothing to fear, and my heart will go on.
Longer. I had it in the beginning, but I lost it with that mismatch at the end.
Did you
Keep
get
going.
Did you get lost
Keep
in
going,
there?
right?
But that's the only part I know.
Right.
You're here.
Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On, Titanic.
Yes.
Boom, I got all them points.
Okay, but can you tell me the scene that the song was in?
Never let go, Jack. Never let go.
Okay, well.
And the end credits.
Do you believe that Jack had space on that
Yes,
door?
my God, it's the most maddening part of the freaking movie.
Do we all
the
agree?
Entire time, bro, I've been beefing with Rose ever since that day. It's not like you're supposed to forgive
It's
people.
upsetting to me and
It's
my
upsetting
homegirl.
me and my homegirl. Like, if you can't get on that block, where the hell you supposed to go?
Where the hell are you
like, I was
supposed
like,
to? If
no.
you was dying in that water,
Nigga,
then you
I
should have
mean,
been dying in that water.
This is what got me. Even at that age, I was looking at that and they was like, never let go, Jack, never let go. And then she was like,
She was like, gotta go.
I was like, wait.
See you when I see you.
You had to put in work to take him off the, like,
The
you
man
had to
was like,
actually be
yeah.
like,
She was
there
like,
we go.
She was like, enough.
I was like, but y'all both floating. Like,
Bye.
yes.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
She was like,
so
my heart will go on. Yours is right here.
I like purple.
Don't be trying to get the purple one. Now, that's why you got red.
She just never prosper, y'all. Oh, okay.
I like purple.
I like purple. It's in the name. Purple rain, purple rain. You get on my damn nerves.
What?
Purple rain, purple rain.
Are you saying purple rain? Is that Purple Rain?
Ding, 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 he got
She
it.
said, you get on my nerves. Okay, the clue on the color is award.
What award did it win? Or, yes, what award did it win?
I'm gonna say all of them.
I'm gonna give it to you.
All of them.
I'm gonna give it to you. You know why?
Because
we friends.
Right?
Oscar Best Score. That's the
all
award.
of them.
So all of them, exactly.
Hello.
No.
Okay, so we switch.
Okay, so you're next.
But interestingly, it didn't win song, but they only won score.
Yeah. They were playing with
Now,
him.
you know what? Let me
They were
tell
playing
you
with him.
something.
They were playing with him. Yeah, sit back down for
Let me
that.
tell you something about
Because
these
they was mad at
Oscars.
me at the Oscars that I was there. I was like, they probably didn't give him shit, and that's some bullshit, and that's why we're here. And they were like, why would she do that? And I was like, I thought we were all telling the truth.
I thought we were telling the truth.
Okay.
You remember when Denzel said, I'm leaving here with something?
Right,
Okay.
exactly.
Listen, I don't know what you heard.
Right.
But Denzel Washington.
There will be gold in my hand when I walk up.
When I walk up out of this motherfucker.
You better do that. I see you transforming. I see you transforming, my boy.
Hey, I'm gonna have something.
That was really good. You guys, that was a lesson in acting, okay? Just so y'all know.
I told you.
Hey, you got purple.
I told you. Why I keep getting these? Okay. Let me see where my falsetto at.
There you go.
When you don't know none of the lyrics but what's on this piece of paper.
But at
Okay,
least
here
you
we go.
got your first note. You got your starting note together.
Okay. Can you feel the love tonight?
Beautiful.
I'm away in wonders.
Lion King.
Yeah. In perfect harmony.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Yep. What's the artist?
Phil Collins.
Think of dun 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 dun. I got glasses.
Michael McDonald.
Oh my God. Elton John.
Oh, Elton John. I was gonna say Elton John, but I was like, that wasn't Elton John, was it?
Yeah, it was Elton John.
Because in my mind, I thought I would have known that because that's huge. You know what I'm saying?
In my mind too.
Well, it ain't Benny
Yeah.
and the Jets, but all right. No, I'm just kidding.
Benny and the Jets.
Yes.
Okay, give me a line from the movie.
Well, I'm gonna give the main line from the movie.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Right.
It means no worries. It means no worries for the rest of your days.
Yeah, now that's a hit.
It's our
problem
free
philosophy.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
Woo,
Yeah.
Hakuna.
That was so good.
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Close to purple, but it's yellow.
Okay, I like yellow too.
It's a good one.
Okay, let's see. This,
Oh,
now
Lord.
this is a classic song. You know it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to make this money for the rent. And the tennis and gas money spent.
You got a whole lot of bitches jumping shit.
Hey, you know it's hard out here for a pimp.
You
Shout
know
out
it
to
is,
Roger.
honey.
Hey.
And that money for the rent. Know it is, shawty. And gas money spent. Yeah,
Have a
shawty.
whole lot of bitches jumping shit. I did that.
That was,
Hit me for number 2. Hit me for the sequel.
you know what I'm saying? Still hustling,
Uh-huh.
still flowing. Movie was Hustle and Flow.
Boom.
And the singer is Taraji P. Henson. You know.
Wrong. That's not the artist. Technically, the singer is Taraji, but the artist is not.
Oh, the artist is, yep, 3 6 Mafia.
You got it, babe. You got it, babe.
I was like, hold on, you know how you doubt yourself? You're like, hold on a second.
I'm trying to be like, you got us, thing. Okay, he got all of them points, y'all.
Boom. Boom.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, gas money. Yeah. I
You got a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. Okay, can I just tell you something? It's my granddad's favorite movie.
I gotta meet your granddad.
This is a man who will
I know,
not,
to me, I
he will
already
not
know.
cuss in public.
I already know what kind of man your granddad is, and I
Like,
love it.
Put on that, the flow and with the
flow.
rap and the flow.
Every time they cuss, he's like, ooh.
Yeah,
It's the roller coaster for him. It's the diverticulitis,
Diverticulitis.
right? Purple.
Okay, I'm back
Singer
on
again.
yellow.
We back at yellow.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say this right now. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Hey. My dream, let me go. All the time closer. All the time. You sound good singing that one. Hey, I like that.
That's all I know.
Okay,
Because-
SZA.
Yes.
And Kendrick Lamar.
What's
for
the
Black
movie?
Panther.
Yeah, yeah. Orange.
So far from purple.
It's like the opposite.
I don't like you guys.
It's about when you see the card and you just start laughing.
Okay. Okay.
It can't be worse than my Celine Dion.
Absolutely worse, for sure. Okay. Don't make me close or lock my door. I don't want to hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare. Must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't you dare walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing if I don't have you.
Oh my goodness.
Oops, that was rough, but yeah, you get the point.
Well, you know, I thought I knew what it was. No, that's Bodyguard.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We're going to the beginning.
You're like this. You're like.
Baby, for all that. I love.
Was Whitney the song? I know you talked about Whitney was like the music that you were singing when
This
your
was the
mom was
song.
first. That was the one?
Yeah, I did it better at 6 than I did right now. That's fine. Wear and tear, y'all.
Let me tell you something. What we all know is that you can sing that song. That is for sure. That's Bodyguard.
That's Bodyguard,
The
yep.
question for me is the year. It had to be before 95. 91?
Close? Very close.
90? T2?
Closer.
3?
Up.
4?
Wait, which one did you say? Down?
92?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, 92.
I like this game. This is so fun.
You've been killing it, but I want to know what the score is. I've got 6 points.
I
and
feel like
you
I'm
got
winning.
7 points.
It's internal.
Oh,
See?
Is that?
I didn't make it up. I'm just following the rules.
I feel like
and
I'm
I feel
winning.
like it's a feeling and a knowing. You know what I mean?
Okay. Here's a green. Why the fuck? Why do I? Okay.
Yeah, see, sometimes you gotta leave the room.
Yeah, I gotta leave it.
You want me to close my eyes?
Okay, here we go. And I am Hold on, let me. That's why I had to go into
I got you.
And I am telling you,
Dang.
I'm not going in another of times I'll show it. There's no way, there's no way. We're part of the same place. We're part of the same time. We both share the same blood. We both have the same mind. In time and time, it has some No, yeah. They're not waking up tomorrow morning. I don't know why all of a sudden I sound like a gremlin. And finding that there's nobody there.
A super gremlin.
Darling, there's no way.
You got it. I'm gonna let you keep going.
No way. I'm living without you.
Okay, lead actor, Jennifer Hudson,
Yeah.
Dreamgirls.
Dreamgirls.
Y'all know.
Now for a
but
bonus.
which one? But here's the thing.
I was gonna say for a bonus.
Because Jennifer Holiday.
Yeah.
Listen.
Bam.
You sang down.
Well, I would down on the floor. Yeah, real thugs get down on the floor. Get down on the floor. I think it's safe to say you are the winner here. I love you so much.
It's a tie.
No, you won. You won.
Okay, I'll take it.
You were the bomb. Thank you
I
so
love
much
this.
for
This
coming
was
out.
so much fun.
You
Oh my
are
gosh.
so much fun.
Thank you.
It really was a blast to have you out to the
I
house.
really enjoyed
You gotta
this.
come out anytime.
I enjoyed this. I thought I would be leaving here like, when is this done? Nope. I'm just kidding. I feel so bad because like you're gonna be doing these interviews with other people, and then it's still gonna be me in the background sunbathing in the back. Like, hey y'all.
Please do.
Hey girl, good to see you. I'm glad you came through. No, it's so cute. Look at the screening room.
No, go in there. Go.
You think I'm playing?
Could
Whoa,
you
I get comfortable.
Wait, you be like, could you move out of my
Yeah.
sight, please? I'm just trying to.
Excuse me real quick. Can you, if you just go like one step to the left because of my light, thank you, right?
Thank you.
Right, yeah.